Tonight, Most Haunted Live reaches a climax, the culmination of our 4-night investigation as we venture into London's foggy darkness and step back in time. We investigate a terrifying archaic warehouse and stables close to historic and thriving Spitalfields Market. Hidden and preserved for centuries, this once busy workplace has countless dark secrets to reveal. And we scrutinise a notorious public house in London's East End with a petrifying and colourful history and tales to make your blood run cold. Join us on our petrifying journey into the unknown, tonight on Most Haunted Live.
To Most Haunted Live. It's Halloween, and that means it's the climax, the finale of our 4-night investigation. I'm David Bull, and once again I'm at the epicentre of our paranormal investigation here in Hackney in the East End of London, in what some say is one of the most haunted cities in the world. And tonight, it's a first for us on Most Haunted Live as well, because we're broadcasting simultaneously on 3 channels. We're on Living TV, on satellite, on FTN, on Freeview, and also on the Travel Channel across the United States, and we are also on cable across the United Kingdom. So wherever you are, very good warm welcome to you, and we're delighted that you've joined us tonight. Good evening. Tonight is Halloween. Now, it all dates back some 2,000 years to the Celtic festival of Samhain. Now, Samhain actually dictated that it was the end of summer and the beginning of winter, and indeed the end of the agricultural year. But more importantly, it also meant that people believed that actually the barrier between our world and the spirit world was at its thinnest, so that dead corpses could then walk the earth again in search of warmth. It was then believed that paranormal activity was at its highest. Now, last Halloween, we were investigating Pendle Hill. In fact, we were at Tynedale Farm, and the results of that investigation were spectacular.
Are you going to affect any other of the crew members here?
Okay. Cheers.
The table's just snapped. Oh.
Got it again. Okay.
You're right. You're right.
I'm all right.
For God's sake!
Okay, so you're right. Thanks.
It's just been
Okay, we got him down. Tell him, Steve, just to take that off.
Hang on. My legs have gone. Whoa. Try and throw this table across the floor. Try and lift it up and throw this table across the floor. You know you can... Keep recording. We're going to keep recording this.
Well, that was last year, but what will happen this year? Now, tonight we've actually chosen 2 locations. The history dates back to the 13th century. Stories of murder, intrigue and deeds most foul. Let's find out more about it, because our investigation team are already on location. So let's say a very big hello to Yvette Fielding, Derek Okora, Kieran O'Keefe and the rest of the team. Good evening! Well, a very good evening to all of you. First of all, Yvette, let me ask you, how do you feel last night went? In terms of the investigation seemed to be very active early on, and then it seemed to quieten off.
It was very interesting last night because, of course, there was 2 levels to our investigation. And there was one specific area where things were actually happening around the table. And then it would just die. And then the next thing, the group upstairs We're hearing noises, groans, and especially our audience member Maria and various other members of the crew were actually seeing small, sort of silvery shadows, white shadows going across, which was quite frightening. But when we also picked up an audible, which was a whisper of a Carl, sounded like Carl, which was quite interesting. So a lot happened, and it peaked and troughed, and at the end it's kind of died down. The whole investigation for us, and I know Kieran will agree, it was a really fascinating time.
OK, well, it's obviously Derek's last show tonight. How's he feeling?
How are you feeling, Derek? It's your last show.
Well, since coming in here, the gut feeling psychically to me is we've got a mixture of energies here.
Okay.
We've got negative, we've got positive, and we've got the in-between.
Okay.
So it's a big mixture.
It's a big mixture, as you've just heard.
Well, will you pass on to him all our best wishes and say we hope that tonight's investigation will be his best so that he can go out with a bang?
Okay. Do you want me to reply? Say all of that. Okay. They basically want to say to you, good luck tonight, and they give you all their best wishes. Everyone's with you, and so you go out tonight with a big bang.
Thank you. Thank them.
I think I got that right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, also, Yvette, if you can just tell Derek that what we'd like to do now is to say that the journey we've gone through with Derek has been extraordinary, and I want to show you now some of Derek's best bits.
Okay.
And it was these words: rhubarb, rhubarb, ha, rhubarb, ha, rhubarb, ha. As if he was disgusted. Now, I don't know what that means. Did he not like rhubarb? Leave this atmosphere for all time to go to the light where you really need to be. Is it Macpherson? Oh, gosh. Oh, my face. Whoa. Take it off, please. Take it off.
You're right.
Oh, my face was burning heavy.
How old are you?
To be honest with you, I don't bloody know. I'm also getting a tinge here. Arnoch Prey! Arnoch Prey! Arnoch Prey! Now, whether it was animal sacrifice, but the sacrifice has gone on here. These are bloody banshees. But Bingo Brown ordered the officers to hold the paperwork and the important things for the biggest battle in the world.
Well, it's just perfect timing.
You are the squadron leader.
I am. I'm through. I'm bloody through. I'm through.
Do you fly a plane? What plane do you fly?
I do. I fly many planes. Silver! My name is Silver!
So, Derek, I know you can hear me now. How does it feel now that you've seen that, you've heard it all back just once more?
Oh, it just sounded amazing to me, you know. All the differences and the channeling, amazing, you know, just to listen to it.
Well, Derek, once again, we reiterate our sentiments and say the very best of luck with your new projects, and we'll all miss you. So good luck tonight, Derek.
Thank you, David. Thank you all. Bless you, thanks.
And Yvette, the very best of luck to all of you tonight for this night 4, our climax of our investigation. So if you're ready, prepare to start tonight's investigation. And from all of us here in the studio, a very good luck to all of you.
Thanks very much, David.
Well, there you go. Well, it's a night of surprises because Derek is obviously leaving tonight. Well, I have to tell you that this is my 35th Most Haunted Live, and I'm very sad to say that I'm actually leaving Most Haunted Live tonight as well. But don't fear, because I'm staying with Living TV with a fantastic new project called Hospital Live with the gorgeous Carol Smiley, and that hits your screens in December, so watch out for that, and please do watch. Now, as usual, the role of this studio is actually to collate the information, the data, and try and make sense of what's going on location. And to help me do that, we, as usual, have a panel of experts. So please welcome parapsychologist Dr. Matthew Smith, and with him, medium and astrologer David Wells. Well, a very good evening to both of you. Let me start with you, first of all, David Wells. What do you make of last night's investigation?
I think it was interesting, that Yvette mentioned the peaks and troughs, and that's a true investigation. It can't be all singing, all dancing, all of the time. By the way, happy sewing.
Thank you very much indeed. That's very kind of you. What about you, Matthew? Did it add credence to the investigation, do you think?
Well, again, I think it shows that, again, you know, if you do buy into the idea that this is something paranormal going on, then, of course, you can't always expect it on demand. I think it just makes me look forward to tonight even more, because it is Halloween. It is the night where, supposedly, this is where things happen, so... you know, bring it on. Let's see what happens.
OK, well, thank you very much for the moment, gentlemen. Well, of course, there is one other expert as well. He's our historian, author and ghost expert. It could only be Richard Jones. A very good evening to you, Richard. Now, obviously, we've had some great locations over the last 3 nights. Tell us, without giving too much away, a little bit about the history of these 2 locations. Is this a good place to be?
The 2 locations are very good places to be. One of them has quite an interesting legend behind it, and one of them is right slap bang in the Wicked Quarter Mile. And this was the area of all the historical involvement with Jack the Ripper, so it's going to be a fascinating...
So you think we might pick quite a lot up tonight?
I think we might, yes.
OK, thank you very much indeed, Richard. And, of course, there is one man who looks after all your telephone calls, your faxes, your texts and so on. He's the man with the smallest hairdressing bill in show business. It could only be Julian Clegg!
Thanks, David, and good evening. Welcome to Interactive. It's been an extraordinary weekend with hundreds of thousands of contacts from you. Absolutely brilliant. Now, let's look ahead to tonight. We want you to get interactive, and we want you to look at our webcams. And tonight, they are in the Blind Beggar, which is our second location later in the programme. There's a map there. You can see where they are placed. And look at the webcams at mosthauntedlive.net. Webcam 1 is in the main bar. There it is, coming up right now. Webcam 2 is in the pool bar. Webcam 3 is in the cellar corridor. And webcam 4 is in the cellar. Now, if you see something unusual, we want to hear from you. Note down the time that you spot something. Just give us your name and where you're getting in contact from as well. And this is how you get in touch. You text us on 83088, starting your message haunted, then space, then MSG, then a space, and then your message 83088. You fax us as well on 0208 986 5981. And your photo messages. We've been getting thousands of these. Absolutely brilliant. 07725 203 049. Now, if you're going to take a photo message, get permission from the person who's in the photo message, because they might land up on the telly a bit later on. It's 50p plus standard network charges available to UK phones. Get permission from whoever pays the bill, and you must be over 18 as well. Now, on to our competition tonight. We're really excited about this tonight. Our Halloween, our big prize from Most Haunted Live and from Strongbow. You and a friend, and we're giving you this prize, you and a friend go to Transylvania for 5 days, the home, of course, and birthplace of Vlad the Impaler, Dracula. How would you like to do that? This is a fantastic prize. 5 runners-up receive VIP tickets to the Most Haunted Live event in December. So here is the question. Halloween is also known as A, All Hallows Eve, B, All Saints Day, or C, All Souls Night. Now, if you think you know the answer, you pick up the phone and you dial this number, 09015 339910. So if you're got a phone, get to a phone, or if you're a living TV viewer watching on satellite, you can press your red button right now and win that prize. So good luck. You could be going to Transylvania for 5 days. Absolutely incredible. And finally, it's not psychic art, but I just mentioned this. Very nice. Came in late last night. I think that might be someone we know on the sofa. Don't you? Do you like that? Especially for David Wells. David Bull, back to you.
Lovely. Thank you very much indeed, Julian. That competition prize is marvellous.
It's great, isn't it? Really,
Certainly
really
is.
good. We've never been to Transylvania. So
no, I'd like to go.
Yeah,
Can I enter the competition?
Yeah, no.
OK. Thank you, Julian. OK, so tonight's locations, 2 of them dating back to the 13th century. Now, they have all sorts of stories attached to them. Murder, intrigue, all sorts of malevolent deeds. But what will we find tonight? We'll find out in a few minutes' time. But what will we find tonight? We'll find out in a few minutes' time. Well, welcome back to Most Haunted Live. This is the final night of our 4-night investigation. We're in East London, right here where the studio is. Now, the team are currently investigating a location not far from here. I'll tell you more about that in just a minute. Now, the good news is that tomorrow night, Most Haunted returns to your screens with a new series. It's Season 7. Now, starring in that is an acclaimed medium called Gordon Smith, and now is your opportunity to meet him. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome him, Gordon Smith! Very good to see you. Come and sit down. I see, therefore, that you and David are old friends. You know each other.
Yes, we do, yeah.
Now, it's fantastic to see you tonight, Gordon. And
Thank
tell me,
you.
what's it been like making this new series?
First of all, I must say it's been absolutely brilliant to join the team, because the laughter that we've created, I don't know, just a family. And it feels to me just the way it did when I joined a spiritualist circle, that this blend of energy has come together. So I'm very relaxed with that. I see it as a circle of friends.
Are you a bit sort of nervous? Is there anticipation running through your veins about it going out tomorrow night?
No. No, not at all, because to me, the mediumship side of my life is the real side of my life. It's the natural side. So I'm really looking forward to it and hope that I've brought some kind of healing or some kind of message to the programme and taken it to a different place.
Well, we're very lucky because we have a clip. Let's have a look at Gordon in action.
I'm wondering if we put the televisions on, all on hash.
Let's see if it actually...
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, see like the white noise?
Yeah.
This is a very strong feeling here.
You're right.
Yeah. Telly's gone bizarre, actually. It's not really off, but it's...
Oh, God, yeah.
It's weird.
And do you feel the spirit?
Yeah, I get such a strong feeling around there.
Well, we could have had them on for 15 minutes, but that's not going to
No, no way.
She sort of like went sort of to the brick wall and then she went...
Yeah.
And it was madness.
It was actually madness. I was seeing as though people had gone mad.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of sickness in this building, because that's what I keep feeling.
Yeah.
Total sickness.
What does this space look like?
Alright. I don't mean whizzing, but there's a kind of longish, hooked nose. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes,
That's the way I'm looking at David and seeing that, and I know it's not David's nose, it's changing. Almost parrot-like, where the bone in the middle is so prominent, and he's hooked over like that. Alright, yeah, I can see you. You don't frighten me in the least.
So there you go. That all starts tomorrow night exclusively on Living TV. Now, Gordon, you're actually going to stay with us here on the sofa all night tonight.
I am indeed.
Great stuff. Thank you very much indeed. OK, back to tonight and on to tonight's first location. Well, once again, we're off to a pub. We're going to a hostelry, to a tavern, but it has a ruthless history. Let's go and join the team now as they start tonight's investigation.
Okay, well, we're here inside this pub. Now, it has got a tremendous history to it. You know, to the eye, it just looks absolutely normal. It's quite a large area down here. Now, Derek, you were already saying that you'd actually picked up on 2 spirits already when we've been waiting
to
start the investigation. And who are these?
Well, basically, I've got 3 now.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it was just 2 earlier on. Most definitely 2 male spirits and a female.
Right.
And, but before I want to talk about them, just as we've now started walking into this area, suddenly my mind, this all changed. The way, the interior and whatever, and I seem to be going back and back and back in time. And it seems like I saw about at least 7 different, and I mean 7 different, like scenes in my mind's eye psychically of the change of this building, and it's like as if, I don't know how far back we're going.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
What was it?
Not Kieran sneezing.
I'm so sorry. There was a knock over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
It might be this door, though.
And just to let you know as well, just before we came on air, there's a crew area through there which we're not actually using. But we actually did hear myself, Lou, the producer of the show, and also Kieran.
I heard it too.
And it was like a cat almost going. So we all heard it, and we went sort of through to an area, and we heard a tapping, and that was before we'd even started.
Yes, yes.
So, anything there, Kieran, at the back? Nothing at all.
No, that door is leading outside, so there could be the wind outside. Even though it's very, very low, I've measured the wind speed. It could be that, but it definitely came from that direction.
Okay, we'll keep an eye on that then. So you're talking about 2 men and a woman here, and you're also saying there's many, many different scenes.
Yes, because I seem to be in, like, the only way I can describe it, and it was only for a couple of seconds I get these things, like, from the residual energy, and it was like I was in a very, very small, not as big as this, but like a small inn, and it seemed to be, and then I saw another interior, and it was like 7 flashbacks, and to this present time here. But then again, I also got, and this is what I want to say, this here, this area and what have you, there's a lot of death here, a lot of death. And I feel as if we've got a group of spirits, souls, who have seemingly, I don't know how far back this is going, but it seems as if they're all lying down. They all seem to be, they've perished, they've all died.
Okay, in this area here.
Well,
now.
I feel here and maybe out there, because I want to go out there as well, outside this building, and I want us to say, you know, at times, and also, definitely, I saw a group mentally of Roman soldiers.
Right, so we're going that far.
Roman soldiers.
Right.
But it was like I said, the only way I can describe it is if they're all lying down, slaughtered. And then I got this stench, this horrible, horrible stench. And it lasted with me for about 5 seconds. I've smelt something similar to this before in investigations. And to me, it was like a great sickness. A great sickness. I don't know whether it's attributed to a plague or something that was like pox. Something like this. And that was then. And then I come forward here and I get a very nasty spirit man that's listening to us out of these 2 that I want to talk about. And this man, he's not very tall, or he wasn't very tall in his physical body, but he was vicious. And I can pick that viciousness up here.
And what time period would you put him at?
Oh, gosh. Well, it's certainly not our present times. I want to go back with him. I don't know whether it be 1800 and something, but, you know, maybe a little bit further back. But I feel with him, he's just intense, his personality. In this present day now, he'd be a psychopath, I feel.
Right.
And
he's here now with us?
Yes, he is. He's listening to us. When we were standing before we walked, I got a little tap on my shoulder, and I heard this, like, hee, like that to me. And I know he's around us. And who? Who is it? Say it again. Wallace. Someone called Wallace. Wallace, he's one of the men that's here with us now.
Okay. So if just for me to ask you a question, if you're aware that a very nasty spirit is here, are you not asking Sam now to say, look, you know, I don't want to be taken over, I don't want to be possessed?
I've already done that.
So he will ensure that that won't happen?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And I wouldn't let this one in.
Right.
Or anyone else of his intent.
Right.
Okay.
All right.
Let's
walk further down this way.
Okay.
Because as you can see, it's a very long bar. How are people feeling in here? I mean, I feel absolutely fine. Is everybody okay? Just speak out if you don't. Everyone's fine. Okay.
Yes.
So
now coming into this area, I get this movement. It's like at speed of a spirit person. I mean, this could be this Wallace, and he moves. I feel if he was seen, it would be like a shadowy type thing moving at speed. And I feel also he would also be very, very. He'd be that sort, he'd bang on things, you'd hear a lot of noise.
Okay.
He'd do the 2 things at the same time.
All right. And this is his first name or his surname, do you feel?
What is this name, Sam? What? Surname?
So if we can get the other name, that would be great.
Well, yeah, okay. Okay. Oh no. Oh. Okay.
Yeah?
I just heard a gunshot.
Right.
Mentally.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm aware of a man going down. Is he being shot? Did he was alive? He was murdered. He lost his life here.
When was that?
When was this, Sam? It's a man who was murdered.
Mm-hmm.
What? 19. It looks like 19. 19. Oh. Come on, give me that last figure. It looks like 19. I can't make that out. It's 1903 or 4.
Mm-hmm.
I feel it's in between this or one of those, that time. And he was down. He roams the place as well.
Right.
He hasn't gone over.
Right.
The one who was murdered.
So the victims.
The victim's here. Separate to Wallace.
Okay.
And there's also...
just move on, Derek.
Okay,
So it's just
you.
so we can get a general view of
Yeah.
everywhere. Let's walk down this way.
Okay.
Okay. Now I know for a fact that this particular area in here
Oh, yes, yeah.
is quite active,
Yeah.
and also that door behind you there was locked earlier on. When we came in, it was open. I don't know if it's locked now. No, it's open now, but it was actually open like that, and it was locked. No one could get in. You couldn't actually push it open.
Right.
And it's very easy to push open if you can see.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Now, can I just say, I'm drawn to this corner here.
Yeah.
Over here. And it seems as if a spirit person actually gets up on this, whatever this is. Gets up on it. And anyone that would walk around this, especially this, gets up on it. And anyone that would walk around this, especially this, I'm drawn to this. This is negative. The energies to this thing.
What do you mean, this physical thing?
Yes, I don't know what it is.
Let's find out.
What is this?
It's just a snooker table.
It's a pool table.
Yeah.
Right. This pool table, okay, attracts a negative energy here. And that negative energy stands around this pool table at times. And anyone physical that would come around, it's a male. It's not, it's a female. Is it a female? It's a female. Is she seen? No. She doesn't show herself. Okay, it's a female spirit lady. I feel this could be the spirit lady that I was talking about before, sensed. And she stands around this. And I feel people would feel her presence if they were to come round it. Why she's drawn to this, I don't know.
What time period would this be?
When's this, please? Okay. Whatever this table was, if it was not in this area, another place or what have you, from the moment this table came in, this female who was already in visitation, she's not grounded, she comes in and has been coming in for a long time. She's been coming in since 1889. 1889.
Who is she?
Who is she, please? Mary? Polly? Is this the lady that stands by the pool table? It is.
Did she die in 1889?
Did she die in 1889, Sam? When? 1888. 1888, the soul lost her life.
How old was she when she died?
How old was she? I sensed the woman that I was talking about earlier wouldn't be an elderly woman. I feel probably, I can only sense this, of age, probably between 35, 40, you know, in between that age group.
Yeah.
But a very, I pick up with her as if she is she's very sad. She's a very saddened soul. She's a very, seemingly like downtrodden soul, I feel, with her. And I just feel as if she's coming here because of since what? Since being in spirit, thank you, since this soul has been in spirit, so she has got a rightful place in the world of spirit. but she comes regularly.
How did she die?
How did she die, please? She was what? She was slaughtered.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God. Here?
And she was slaughtered here.
Was she slaughtered here? No. Where? Very close by. Very close by.
When you say very close by, how close by?
How far, Sam? How close? Can you give that to me, please? A spirit, a soul comes in here. Okay. He just keeps on saying very close by, very close by.
I mean, if it was quite a traumatic event, if there's any way you can get more information we can verify, so the exact date, the time, you know, I know I keep asking you these questions, but it'd be really good.
I'll ask,
as
you
we
know
go
that.
around, yeah.
The date, yeah, the actual day that she died would be really quite good. Okay. We're going to... please stay with us. Join us after the break. We're getting a lot of information here. So far, we haven't got any activity at the moment, but we're concentrating on Derek. What we're going to do after the break is start calling out, and then we're going to investigate some of the cellars and possibly leave some poor person completely on their own down in the cellar. So please stay with us. Join us after this break.
Welcome back to Most Haunted Live on this, the final night of our investigation at Halloween. Now, our team are already investigating the Blind Beggar, a pub which is in the Whitechapel Road. Now, David Wells is very keen to go and join them tonight, but what we thought is that David Wells can't go alone. So what we want to do is send someone out with him from, you guessed it, our studio audience. So what we've done, as usual, we have drawn one name out at random from hundreds of willing volunteers. So just when they were sitting there looking very calm and safe, the person joining the investigation team tonight is... Gareth Dix. Gareth, where are you? Stand up. Where is Gareth? There's Gareth. He's 24. He's a writer. David Wells, go and join Gareth. There we are, David Wells leading Gareth out. As you can see, David Wells leading Gareth out there of the studio. Rather than me. So there we are, David Wells and our audience member being led out to the location. Okay, let's go and join our team and find out what's going on.
Okay, we've actually come down into the cellar, which is quite an extraordinary place because there's quite large rooms off here, but we'll bring you into the main area now. It's very big, it's quite sparse. How does everybody feel in here? How do you feel, Kath?
Quite nervous.
Yeah? Oh yeah, just been down in this room?
Yeah, it didn't feel right.
Yeah? What about Rach? Rach?
It's quite oppressive down here in a completely different atmosphere to upstairs.
Okay.
So.
Stuart?
Like Rachel's just said, it's a completely different atmosphere from upstairs because I've just been stood there behind John and I've just had a cold breeze go across both arms.
Right,
so
okay.
It's unusual really.
It's quite cool in here, isn't it, Kieran?
It is quite cold, yeah. I'm just measuring the temperature. The average is 18 degrees compared to 24 upstairs.
Okay, all right. So what we thought we'd do... Now, you're saying this is really active down here, just as we were...
I feel at times this is very active down here,
okay,
yes.
all right.
Again, it's spirit movement.
Right.
One's either in visitation or maybe a couple that are still grounded.
All right. Now, I just want to check. Have we got our guest with us? Now, I was on the Paul O'Grady show earlier on today, and I asked him, and I said, please, Paul, come on the show. He's a big fan of the show. And, of course, he said, oh, I'd love to come on it. I'd love to come on it. So he's here. He's been incredibly brave. So if we had an audience, we'd say, please give you a big round of applause, and I'm sure they will do in the studio. So come on in, Paul O'Grady. Here he is.
Ghostbuster. The Exorcist has arrived. Derek, how are you? I'm used to put boozers in the dark, you see, with all the lock things I've been to. I tell you what, sooner be down here than work on the Mile End Road at 1 o'clock in the morning.
I tell you what's really good as well, apparently, Kieran will tell you this, but joviality and laughter and all that sort of thing actually raises the energy, which can actually cause some paranormal
I believe
activity.
they like a good time. I don't think once you die you go into like this terrible misery.
No.
If you're leery on this side, you'd be leery on the other side.
That's exactly right.
So bring it on, boys.
All right.
What's this? Is this...
The laser
Oh, is it? I
thermometer. Yeah, I'm just measuring
having
the
a psychic
temperature.
phenomenon on the floor. I was going to say, Garrett, you missed this, look. I'm emanating.
Okay, now we have to step back because we've got another guest on our show that everybody absolutely adores. He's new to Most Haunted Live and he's brilliant. So can we bring Max in, because we want to see if Max actually senses anything down in the cellar.
Has anything happened?
Picked up quite a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, we've heard
It's an interesting area, this, though, you know, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, like, because you had John Merrick over the road.
We did.
One of the Ripper's victims' livers apparently is in it.
Don't say too much now. Don't say anything else. Yeah? Now you like those. Come on, Max.
Oh, can I have his work? Sorry.
Come on. Oh, he's not happy.
Good boy, what's it? Oh, good boy. Good boy. What's it then? Good boy. Good boy. Oh, what's it?
Oh.
Going up the walls. Good boy, what's it?
He's very excited.
Yeah, very. What's it? Good lad. Good lad. What's it then? What's it? Oh, good boy. What's it then? Good boy. What's it? What's it? Good boy. Good boy. What's it? Good lad. What? 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 What's it? What's it? What? What?
Where's he looking, Mark?
Up here.
Here? Where?
To the wall, here.
Oh, he is as well.
Good boy, it's all right. Good lad. What is it then? What is it? Good boy, come on. Come on. What's it? What's it? Good boy, always a good boy. What's the matter? Good boy. Good boy.
Goes through to the other room in here. He's not happy, is he?
Is it the chair he's barking at?
No, it's up here. He's barking at the wall up here, Paul, around this area here. He's just looking up in this area, just barking like that. And we've worked with Max before, and what happens is he's normally he comes in and he has a good sniff around like dogs do, and he's normally quite happy and placid, but if he senses something, he'll start becoming quite vicious and bark. We did a séance the other day and he was actually barking up at the ceiling, right above the séance table. So...
Well, you know, there's a spot in our studio where we were tonight that my dog Buster always barks at.
Right.
And they reckon it's the ghost of Hilda Baker. Now, because that's where they film Nearest and Dearest, whether that's true
there's
or
something
not.
definitely to
It
do with
is,
animals
yeah.
and things like that.
Yeah.
Do you pick up on anything, Derek, in here with Max?
What I was picking up there at that moment ago was a person, again I'm talking about a male, a person that roams this place top and bottom. He's not just stuck in one place. And his intent and feelings are that are thrown out are not nice. He doesn't want us here. He doesn't want us to expose him for some reason.
Well, should we start calling out?
I think it'll be a great idea.
Are you happy?
Oh, yeah,
you happy to be part? Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right. At any point, if you start screaming like a girl, like me, we'll run out together.
I've worked the box all seven. I've at 1 o'clock in the morning. I've never screamed like a girl.
All right. So that's what we'll do.
it.
Right. Okay. So I just start calling out.
Who are we calling for?
Anybody that wants to listen.
Okay.
Okay. So if everybody keeps your feet really still, keep your feet really still, because sometimes we can get taps and things. Just to let you know, Richard Felix is also upstairs. He's on one of the webcams, so if he hears anything, he'll let us know. Is there anybody here? Are there any spirit people here that wish to talk to us now? If there are, please come forward, give us some sort of sign. Can you bang on something? Bang on the floor? We know you're here, people have seen you. Give us some sort of sign, let us know you're around. Come forward, come into this energy now and talk to us. Is there a red light flashing on there? I've just seen a red light flash on the top there by the beam. Just there. You've seen one there by me? Oh, that's That might be the you sure it's not the webcams, Mark?
No, there was a red light flashing there, but just before the red light, there was a white light flashing.
Okay.
One white light flash.
Come on, is there anybody here, any spirit people that wish to communicate with us? We don't mean you any harm. We're here with the utmost respect. Maybe you can make a noise, maybe you can throw something at us. Touch one of us. Give us some sort of sign, let us know you're around. Either above us or where we are now. Please give us some sort of indication to let us know you're around. Make the temperature go very cold. Come into our atmosphere now. Is there anybody here? Anybody here at all? Is that someone's torch? Just flash them.
I was just switching off the thermal.
Okay, that's fine. Is he all right still?
Yeah, he's just starting to whine a little bit.
Funny enough, I don't feel like we're on holiday. Do you know what I mean? I know there's a lot of people here, but...
Do you feel like something's watching you?
Something's staring. Yeah.
Come on, come forward.
I think we'll take a lot of butter to get into the frying pan, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
I keep getting cold breezes.
You know something?
Straight across me. Well, this is coming there, isn't it?
I'm getting it on the thermal.
Before I did, yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Because I've just looked at
I'm getting it on the thermal.
Before I did, yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Because I've just looked at you and you looked at me.
Whoa. Come on, show yourself. Show yourself to us now, please. Give us something else. Are you trapped here? Who's moving above us? I'm not sure. I'm not sure, Sally, if I've got the walkie-talkie on the right channel. Sally, where is Sally? Can you just check and see if Richard is walking around upstairs quite heavily and banging? Thanks, love. Please show yourself to us now. Can you bang again above us? Is he all right? I can hear this.
Yeah, I can hear him.
Is he all right, Sally? Go and check and see if Richard's all right.
I was till you did that. Frightened me to death. Yes, I'm all right.
It's fine. Okay, let's go into this room here. There's a room off here. Max, do you want to go in? Max and Mark, do you want to go in first? You're just staring at the...
Staring over there for some reason.
Okay, this room here to the right. Do you want to go in first?
We've got a little bit of light on. See what
Okay. Can you see, Mark? Okay. Let's let Mark and Max have a quick sniff round. Okay, well, Max is just having a bit of a sniff round. He's obviously agitated. I don't know about you, but I'm getting a bit freaked out now. No, it's not. What?
It's not claustrophobic.
Yeah, it's not nice. Is he staring at a particular area?
He's not really. He's
Okay.
looking in one direction.
It's not happy, is it? All right. Please stay with us. Join us after the break. We're going to be going up top and doing a séance. Max is not happy here. Particularly Paul, Derek and myself and a few other crew members are starting to feel a little bit of the atmosphere changing. So please stay with us. We're going to go upstairs and do some séancing.
Welcome back to A Most Haunted Live. Now, this is the climax of our investigation. It's Halloween, and so much has happened already tonight. Now, Derek appears to have picked up on this name, Wallace, a murder in 1904, and a woman slaughtered, who apparently died, he says, in 1888, aged between 35 and 40. Now, the team are on location. They're actually repositioning at the moment to see if they can get some more information. So, whilst they do that, let's hand over to old Cleggy to find out what all of you at home have been saying.
Thanks, David. I have to say, tonight you're being brilliant on Interactive. Lots of response from Living, FTN and American viewers. First of all, on the webcams, just to tell you, webcam 1, loads of viewers reporting a mist covering the crew and all surrounding them, including Nina and Wrexham, Paul and Sevenoaks and Carl and Doncaster. On webcam 2, hundreds of sightings of a figure behind the bar that looks like it's pulling a pint. Extraordinary. Including Vicky in Kent, John in Chicago and Paul in Massachusetts. Webcam 3, there have been a number of reports of a man sitting on a chair in this webcam, James in Birmingham and Fiona and Richard in Lambert. And webcam 4, dozens of people have seen a figure of a man standing in the doorway, including Sue in Suffolk and Anthony in Brighouse. The webcam's on mosthauntedlive.net, by the way. Now, that's the place to go for our map. Now, we want you to decide where the most paranormal place will be tonight at the location. There's the map there. Go to the website, use your mouse, click on it where you think will be the most paranormally active place. We need as many people as possible to do this to get a bigger sample size, so go to the website and do that, and maybe later on we'll send the crew there. And notes of mentioning America, some nice messages coming in from the States. Ryan from Georgia in the US says his dogs have gone berserk since the show started. He's spooked and it's broad daylight. Angie from Madison, Wisconsin says her door creaked open after she locked it. She's watching from behind the sofa now. And this is great. Melissa and Andy have faxed us here. They say, please give a mention to us tonight in Orlando, Florida. We've just moved from the UK and we're really glad we can now see the show on the Travel Channel. And I love this. Greetings to all the Most Haunted Live crew from Guatemala City, Guatemala in Central America, exclamation mark. You have a big group of fans here in Guatemala. I hope you'll be able to bring the show to us one day. A lot of paranormal activity in Guatemala, says Eduardo Carlos. Eduardo, thank you very much. Indeed, more from Interactive a little bit later on. David, my good mate, over to you.
Oh, thank you very much, my good mate. It's fantastic to get all these American ones,
incredible,
isn't it?
Yeah.
And tonight we're transmitting this programme to over 80 million homes across the United States, so it's fantastic that you're with us tonight. Now, on the vigil, the team have now relocated. They've actually been bolstered by one other person. It's Paul O'Grady, who you will know. So let's go and join them now and see what they've found.
We're up here, we've come back up to the top area in the main bar. And just to want to say that David Wells has now joined us. He's brought with us our audience member, Gareth. How are you feeling?
Well, a little bit nervous.
Are you?
Yeah.
All right, don't feel nervous. Haha, she says. If you feel anything, hear anything, just speak up. All right? Okay?
Definitely.
David, how are you feeling so far?
A little bit nervous, oddly enough, as well. Yeah, I do feel a little bit apprehensive.
Okay, well, that's
I'm
good.
just trying to get to the bottom of it.
It'd be quite nice if you stay here.
Sure.
Above us. Now, also, just to let you know that I've left poor Kath down in the cellar completely on her own in the webcam, and I think she's terrified after what happened with Max. He's still agitated. Kath, are you okay?
I'm really nervous. My head's got really heavy and I'm a little bit worried.
If you get incredibly worried, we'll send somebody down to you, okay?
Okay.
Can somebody hold on to that for me? Thank you, darling. Okay. Everybody all right? Max all right? Okay.
Yes, yeah.
All right, touch fingers. Yeah. Don't cross your feet, Paul. Okay, keep them flat on the floor. All right? Okay, everybody take a deep breath in. And relax. Okay, Derek, do you want to do protection?
We ask in this circle for the protection of the universal light to come into this ether and to cover each sitter, to keep away any negative thought, deed or action from any negative spirit entity that could be listening or watching whilst we conduct this seance. We only ask for the highest and noblest of information to come through, but also any spirit person that wishes to step forward to give us the truth and not falsehood.
Okay. Imagine for me then, do you want to do, David, do you want to do the energy around?
With the energy, yeah? Okay. Imagine for me then that above your head there's a brilliant white light. Allow that energy to move down through your crown, down through your body, down through your left arm into the person's right hand next to you. Keep it moving around in a clockwise direction. Then allow that energy to form a big white ball around all of us, around this table. This light of protection.
Okay. I call out to any spirit people here in this building now that can hear my voice, that can see us. Please come amongst us now, any astral beings, any spirit friends that wish to communicate with us now. Please talk to us. Give us some sort of sign to let us know you're around. Could you maybe tap on the table, blow the candle out, or show yourself to us? Are there any spirit people here in this building? Please come forward, use our energies now around this table. Touch one of us. Blow on our faces, on our hands. Make a scraping noise or bang on the table. Do anything at all to let us know that you're here. If you were murdered in this place, if you're a woman and you were murdered, if you're a man and you were shot, please come forward. If you feel trapped, if you feel unhappy, we can help you. Is there anybody here, any spirit people that wish to communicate with us now? If there are, please do something. Let us know that you're around us. Do you feel upset? Do you feel angered that we're here? If you do, please let us know. I'm calling out to any astral beings, any spirit people here that wish to communicate with us now. You picking up on anything, Derek?
I'm aware of actually approach of two spirit men that are very close by to this circle at this moment.
Cold breeze on my right hand, Kieran. And again.
Yeah, your right hand.
And again. Whoa. And again. It's like someone's constantly blowing on it. It's really close as well.
There's a man with a cape. He's very close by.
Oh.
The cape's across his shoulders.
My hand is getting really cold.
Just your right hand?
Just this hand here.
It feels cold.
It's going really cold. It's like something's just blowing on it. Icy breath. Oh, and again. Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it. Okay, but I'm asking for it, so carry on. Sorry. Okay. David, what about you?
Before you started talking about a sensitive breeze, I just wondered, there's nothing behind there, is there? There's not like a window or anything. It seems to be coming through here. It's coming this way.
This breeze is moving again. This breeze is moving across my hand.
And
Please.
I can certainly feel a negative male as well.
Okay. Is there anybody standing near this table, David?
I think they're moving around it.
Okay. It's concentrating on my right hand. If that's you, and you're blowing on my hand, blow on my face. Blow on my face, affect my face. Oh, God, I've never felt anything like this in my life. It's so cold, and it's moving.
I've got the female energy coming between both myself and Paul here. Can you feel anything at all to your side, Paul?
I've got this terrible feeling something's on its way. Do you know what I mean? It's, like it's biding its time, whatever it is. Like at Ward in the cellar where we're being watched. You know when I said we were being watched? Well, I've got that sort of feeling here, like as if something's nasty in the nursery. Do you know? And it's like, but it's not about to come out just yet. It's going to play with us first. I don't know whether I'm talking rubbish, but
no, that's what you're feeling.
That's what I'm feeling. Okay. But really, you know, I think like we just have a bit of fun with this lot first.
Have you picked up? Can you get that, John, on camera? Can you see how? Is it showing in colour, the hand?
Yeah, we can see a difference.
Okay.
Your hand is yellow while all the other hands around are red. Can you see that?
That's how cold my hand is. It's a constant
yellow and all the rest
draft.
Are red. Your hand, your right hand, is 5 degrees cooler than Rachel's.
Okay.
And almost 5 degrees cooler than your other hand.
Can you not feel that blast of cold air?
I felt cold air, but your hand it's like freezing cold and mine's warm.
Yeah, it is. It's freezing. I've never felt anything like that before.
Okay. I felt your hand getting colder.
Okay. Okay. Please, if there's anybody here, we think you're around us.
They don't like the dog.
They don't like the dog.
I think one of them's gone towards there.
One of them's gone towards where?
Towards the dog.
Okay. What, the man?
Can you feel
I can. Oh God, I can now. Yeah, yeah. On my left hand. Yeah, yeah. Can you feel it?
It kind of went across mine to yours, I think.
How strange. Yeah.
It's going around.
It feels like there's a door open, but there isn't.
Yeah, that's the feeling.
I can feel it more coming from you now.
It's because they're coming round us, you see.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Please, if there's anybody here, can you tap on the table? Tap on the
Candle's
table.
just moved.
What?
The candle's just moved.
Yeah.
What do you mean it's just
It's
moved?
just moved. No, the whole thing's tilted.
You're kidding?
No, seriously. On my mother's life, it's just wobbled.
Put your fingers right on the edge of the table now. Keep your fingers like you're playing a piano so we can see your thumbs. Okay. Come on. Please do something else for us. If you're capable of blowing on my hand, you can blow the candle out. Blow the candle out. Blow the candle out for us if you can hear my voice. Or move the table. Move the table in a very violent manner. If there are many of you here, please, I know you're capable of doing this. Can you move the table? Can you bang on the table? Touch one of us. Come forward. Use our energies now. Oh, there it is again. Flipping heck. David, you... Come forward. Use our energies now. Oh, there it is again. Flipping heck. David, you call out.
If there are any astrals present, please make yourself known. Please come out of the shadows and towards us. Please make yourself known. Drop the temperature. Knock on the table. Move the candle. Touch one of us.
I know this sounds awful, but can you ask if they can do something round Kath?
It sounds awful, but can you ask?
Okay.
Okay. If you can affect one of us, perhaps Kath in the cellar, not in a negative way, just let her know of your presence.
Drafts.
Are you talking behind?
Go on.
No.
No, say. You've got to say.
Were you two whispering then?
No,
That's only wrong.
I said, yeah, John was just saying to me about...
No, not you. It was like here.
No, I never said a word.
There's only one of them as well, and you said, are you two?
What did you hear?
There's only one person.
I didn't hear. I just said, you know, like a... I just sound like somebody talking very, very quietly.
Right, okay. It's interesting you said two, though. That's interesting. Yeah.
Well, that's what I did. I thought there was two here.
It's interesting.
If there are any spirit people here, please tap on the table to let us know that you're around. Bang on the table to let us know you're around, or push the candle over, please. Where was that from?
Oh, God, okay, all right.
Was that a big bang? And again. Everybody keep really still. If there are any spirit people here now, please bang on this table or on the floor. Move the table. If there are two men here and a woman, please come forward. Do you need help? Do you wish to convey a message? We can help you. We promise we'll help you before we leave. Do you wish to see your loved ones in heaven? Please move the table or do something else for us. I'm feeling really uneasy. I feel really uneasy. I don't know what it is. I just feel like there's
Some
something...
strange fragrances going around
Are
here. It's
It's
like...
this thing of being watched.
Yes.
But is it like they're going around and looking?
Yes. Just weighing us up. Watching.
I've got a real feeling, I know you're behind me, but I feel on my left-hand shoulder of somebody, you know when they peer around, people peer around to have a look at you?
Yeah.
That's what I was
Yeah,
like they're
it's
in
really
your
like,
face.
it's quite uneasy.
Okay. Just move your feet then. Yeah. Okay.
Well, what's going on in that bar? Did the candle actually move? Is Yvette's hand colder than the other one? And what's going to happen to Kath in the cellar? Don't go anywhere. See you after the break. Welcome back to Most Haunted Live at Halloween. Now, all sorts of things are going on location. Derek apparently picking up on 2 killers. He's given names. Let's go and find out what's going on.
Keep your fingers still. Keep your fingers still. OK, I'm just going to check with Kathy. All right, Kathy, you all right?
Yeah, we heard a few groans before. I heard a few groans before.
OK. Do you want to send Max down there again? Max? Mark, do you want to go down in the cellar? Because if we're hearing groans and stuff down there, we'll hear you from up here.
Yeah, a lot of movement around there. She's really agitated up here.
OK. All right. Go and see if Kathy's all right. OK. We just at the moment we're just getting these really cold, horrible blasts around us, aren't we? As if someone's moving. Yes. I've started to feel a little bit shaky, a little bit on edge. How are you feeling, David?
I'm okay. I seem to be linking more with the woman, the female energy.
Are you picking up on the same name? Or
yeah, certainly Mary, but I've got Mary Ann.
Right, Mary Ann.
That's all I've got at the moment.
Okay. All right. Any other female presences in this particular area, or any other male presences you can pick up at the minute?
I'm picking up on one strong male who, like Derek described, is in a cave. Something that there's a cane he's carrying, a silver-top cane, and there's something about the cane that I'm just trying to get more detail on. There's something about the design on the top of the cane that's important, and I'm just trying to focus on it a bit more.
If you focus on it a bit more and let us know what it is, and maybe you could draw it for us,
sure,
that might be fantastic really if you could do that.
Okay.
All right. What I'm going to ask now, once Max comes back up here, myself and Paul will go down into the cellar. Okay. And then David, if you want to step in, yeah?
Sure.
And do that. We'll just continue for a couple of minutes and then I'll call Max back up. It seems quite quiet down there, doesn't it? Okay, during the break, Derek actually picked up on the fact that he says that there were 2 people responsible for the murders that people were called the Jack the Ripper murders. And basically, he's picking up on the lady called Polly, who was also called Mary Ann, that David has picked up on. What else was said?
The 2 names, James Maybrick, responsible for some murders, and Doctor, and the pronunciation wasn't clear, but something like Petrienko, something like that, who was responsible for 5. And the Doctor was responsible for the killing of Mary.
Okay.
That's what Derek came up with.
Okay, all right. Okay, we'll just carry on for a couple more seconds. Please come amongst us now. If there's a male energy present here, if you're not happy with us doing this, then let us know. Don't just stand there and walk around us and stare. Come and do something else. Push one of us gently. Let us know that you're around. Do you feel remorse for the things that you did? Are you happy with what you did? Are you a murderer? Please give us some sort of answer. Let us know that you're here. Is this table moving or is it my imagination?
It feels like sometimes something's moving a little.
Okay. You all right, Derek?
Yes, okay.
Yeah. How's everybody else feeling? Everybody all right?
Getting a bit more nervous.
Are you?
Listen to all of this.
Are you? Okay. Richard, you all right?
Yeah, I feel all right at the moment.
Okay.
Gareth, how are you feeling?
How's the
I'm
dog?
feeling fine. I did feel like a little breeze earlier when I put my hand out here, but nothing else yet.
Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, what was that? The bell just made a tapping thing on its own, but it didn't go ding. I heard it go click like that. That was bizarre. Do it again. If that's you, do it again. Move the bell. Move the bell or tap again on the table. Come on. Do something else. Don't be a coward. Don't be cowardly. Come amongst us. You've got nothing to fear. We can help you. We promise we won't leave here tonight unless we help you. But can you do something for us? Do something more. Do something so we know you're really here. But I thought the table was slightly moving, but no. Okay. Well, with that information, what we're going to do is Paul and myself are actually going to go down into the cellar now. Max is obviously getting agitated. We'll bring Kath up. Paul and myself will go down on our own. David's going to sit in where I am and continue the séance here. So, with the information that Derek and David have both brought up, it's back to you in the studio.
OK, well, some fascinating stuff going on in the studio. Obviously, these names coming up again, I didn't quite catch all of them, but James Maybrick and Petrienko. Let's find out what Richard Jones thinks of those. So, Richard, all sorts of stuff there coming up from the location tonight. Let's start right at the beginning, though. Because he mentioned this name, Wallace, do you remember, right at the beginning of tonight's show?
Yeah. Well, before that, he mentioned Roman soldiers traipsing outside, which is quite interesting because the Blind Beggar's on Whitechapel Road, and then Whitechapel Road goes into Mile End Road, the Mile End being the Roman Mile End from the City of London, and Roman soldiers would have marched down that place and past the pub itself. Wallace, there was a lot of gangs in the area, 19th to 20th century gangs. One was the Blind Beggar Gang.
I assume not very nice gangs.
Certainly not very nice gangs. There's gangs like the Old Nickel Gang, High Rick gangs, and they ran protection rackets around the sort of local restaurants, shops, etc. And Wallace was a member of one of the Blind Beggar Gang, one of the gangs.
OK, 1904 murder?
There's talk of a 1904 murder in the pub itself, so there is talk of one.
So all of this, of course, how easy, I always ask this, how easy is it to look it up?
Again, if anything's in the public domain, if anything's been in a book, if anything's been in a newspaper, then it can be looked up.
And what about, finally, these names, James Maybrick and Petrienko?
Well, he said Petrienko. I mean, there's no Petrienko I know associated with Jack, but there is a Pedichenko, but he's a largely discredited suspect in the Jack the Ripper investigation.
OK. Thank you very much indeed for the moment. Let's find out what all of you are saying at home. Let's throw over to Julian.
Thanks, David, and lots of premonitions from our viewers tonight. Lots of people have sensed a female presence and let us know, interestingly, before the crew spotted this. Chris in Grimsby tells us that the year 1893 will be important and the team will be contacted by a spirit called Anne. So there you are, that's a name that's come up. Many people had a premonition of the name Mary, which has also come up, Mary Ann, including Chris from Brighton, Jacqueline from Bangor, Phil from New Haven, Mary Ann from Bradford, Jenny from Sheffield, Denise from Aberdeenshire, Ed from Merseyside. Zoe from Runcorn says a woman named Anne, or Annie will make herself known to the team. So there's another one there. Trish in Ireland thinks the name Emily Jane Curran is important. And we feel the name Nicholas will be important tonight, and the team will encounter a woman whose name begins with T, say Mark and Tracy in Aldershot. Now, photos, thank you very much indeed for these. These are great, coming in thick and fast tonight. And let's look at the first one here. Steve in Medway photographed this unexplained mist in front of his fireplace. Thank you, Steve. Nicole from Isleworth spotted this purple orb in her home. There it is up there. Craig in Dartford captured this ghostly figure on the stairs. You can just see it made out there. Carl in Lincoln saw this ghostly figure whilst watching the show. Oh, you can see that there just in front of the telly. And Samantha in Leigh-on-Sea captured this blue light near her TV. You can just see it there as well. Now, our competition, this is a great prize tonight for the Halloween special tonight. A trip to Transylvania, 5 nights, brought to you by Most Haunted Live and Strongbow, the home of Dracula. Of course, you get accommodation. It's going to be a great trip for you. And here's the question. Halloween is also known as A, is it All Hallows Eve, B, All Saints' Day, or C, All Souls' Night? Now, you can enter by dialling this number right now, 09015